I I like slightly uncertain because subconsciously I'm just looking at her reaction to the fact that you know if
No,
she outwardly reacts or doesn't
you
physically
can roll an
appearance.
you can roll understanding. Mate.
I shall.
She appears to not be affected at all. It's like she doesn't even see like there's anything wrong. You just feel like she's approaching you like a normal high school girl.
Okay, so I'm like like considering everything, my smile is still kind of forced, but I like try to smile and like this time. Sorry. Yes. Hello, my name is Reiko. It's very nice to meet you.
Hmm. Ah, Reiko-chan, Reiko-chan. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, yes, I believe the Giddy you mentioned you that you're a very good friend and companion.
Mm, uh, my eyes dart. I mean, no, they don't dart. I'm like, not and. Yeah, I'm. Oh, I'm happy to hear that he felt only good things. Like slightly nervous laughter. Well, I can only hope I didn't do anything to change that. It's a
Mm,
lovely place that you have here, uh,
mm,
madam.
yes, just something I have as a hobby, really. I've been retired for a good 10 years now. Mm, and, it's thanks to Giddy that I get plenty of antiques coming in.
Oh,
I
yes.
have a good pension. You don't need to worry if you don't want to buy anything.
I must say I didn't come here. It's not my intention, but I promise I will take a look when I later.
Giddy will just kind of cross his arms and he'll smile. And he'll be like, Ma, you don't need to work that angle with Reiko. She'll just kind of chuckle and she'll be like, It's a habit. Right, I'll leave you two alone then. Remember, if you need anything, well, it's fine. The door's open to the back. You want to make yourself more comfortable. And she'll walk away.
Uh, Thank you. And then I like just like small look at give you like kind of like should I should we?
And Giddy will be like, hmm, well, it's classic of Ma to mention that she's not well off, but she can make do. That usually makes people feel a bit guilty, and they end up buying something that they weren't looking for in the first place. If
My
you want to look around the shop, if it's your first time, then
my
I'll
look
be glad to show you some pieces.
my look wasn't about that, and maybe later I kinda there are some things I want to say we but I need to talk about with you.
Mm, right, certainly. I suppose we should go to the back then. I'll put on some tea. And he'll just kind of lead you to the back of the store, which is the antique lady's home. And it'll be a small kitchen.
Okay.
And there'll be a chair at the table while he'll go and put the kettle on.
All
It's an
right.
old like kettle, so he'll wait for it to boil and he'll be like do you want a sandwich or biscuits? And
Uh, no, thank you. I'm not feeling. Uh, say I'm not feeling that particularly hungry, but I
right.
appreciate the offer.
Okay, that's well enough then. So, you wish to talk about something?
Yes, and then I like put my hands on my cheeks like a slap and like kind of trying to get a grip on myself. And yes, there are some things that I need to talk about with you to maybe not explain things but know where we stand and how do we see the future of our relation going on, which I'm not gonna lie, I think I might have screwed up a few things with what I did at the beginning of the week, and that's one of the main things
Mm,
I wanted to talk about. That I mean, sorry, I didn't realize earlier, but my head was it's still not in the greatest place, but somebody, well, let's say a friend or a colleague, is close because she probably wouldn't consider me a friend, kind of made me realize that uh, because you affiliate with me, I kinda your reputation and situation that school might get even worse. I know that there
mm.
will be consequences for a choice I did. I accepted them and I will carve my path no matter the dangers. I'll like struggle and try to prevail against them. But I realized that was my decision and I have no right to pull you into those dangers consciously or not.
Alright, so he'll just kind of, he'll be listening and he'll be like, right, I see. That's quite the conversation opener. And he'll turn the kettle off and he'll sit down and he'll be like, right. So that was quite a lot you said in one breath. Mm. Mm. He'll just kind of he'll just kind of do like an awkward smile and he'll be like, um, right, do you want to repeat that last bit? I didn't quite catch that.
I shake my head, like blink a couple of times. Like she's not emotionally stable right now, so she like has actual like in character problem remembering like what she said just before last sentence, and says, I said that the choices I made, however stupid they might seem, I mean, I stand by them. I did them knowing the consequences and the dangers, especially the dangers, and I will, walk this walk this path, struggling and fighting those dangers off, hoping for the like working to earn whatever, like my place in the world, whatever, like what I'm working to earn right now is not important, but I also realize that I have no right. I have no right in willing, consciously or not, putting you in danger or like more danger, which might come to you because, well, you associate with me.
And he'll just kind of lower, like he'll kind of lower his eyelids and he'll think for a bit and he'll be like, there is something that has been on my mind. Well, things have, well, stacked on top of each other ever since Tuesday. But, well, I need to, no, I don't need to. I would like to, well, confirm something before we continue this discussing because
Ask
that
ahead.
might seal it in itself. right? And he'll get up and he'll close the door to the kitchen, and he'll be like, Ma isn't a mythopoetic. She's not even that sensitive. She's just a normal person, and normalcy is what I wanted, at least at the beginning. But it's best that this door remains closed. And he'll just kind of take off his glove, and he'll put his hand to the handle, and it will just kind of lock shut. And he'll be like, right, we shouldn't be interrupted then. And he'll go back to sitting down, and he'll take off his shirt, and he'll be like, I'm going to release first the first fastener. I want to see what will happen.
Okay.
If it's well, if it's what I imagine it will be, then this conversation will be quite difficult. And he'll just kind of start opening it. And can you roll me a courage roll?
Simple, probably. Yeah? You mean not a complicated one? That's why.
Yeah, just a simple courage
Okay,
roll.
I want to wait. I think I spent two. I think I definitely should have one more. So, may I? What would work as a second attribute?
Intuition, understanding.
I mean, if you're giving me a choice, I would probably go for understanding.
Right.
If I may.
Yeah, you can add. Let me think about this.
Intelligence?
You can add a +3 to this. I won't tell you why, but go ahead.
But I ask in terms of if I spend
in
PP
terms
to add in terms of attributes.
you can add diligence would be a good one as well.
Yeah, so I go with diligence because I think that makes sense. So that's 2d10 plus only +3.
Yeah.
Because without social link modifier, or is that social link modifier?
It's to do with the social link. Yeah.
Okay, then that's all.
All right, so you're able to control yourself, but you'll feel Phoenix lash out within you, like he'll want to basically try to kamikaze Gideon, but you stop him. And you don't see anything different about Gideon, but you feel like the air's a lot heavier. And you're able to stop Phoenix from wanting to lash out at Gideon. And he'll just kind of close his eyes, and he'll be like, I see. And his hand will tremble a bit as he closes it. And he'll put on his glove.
Yeah, I know I read myself in, but there's like this deeper breath. Like inwardly trying, calm down like inwardly to Phoenix. Calm down, and like
he is a threat. He is a threat to us and our patron. You cannot let him sit there. He has a card. You'll have to take it. You won't. Don't let him use that power. It will end us. It will end us all. We must live on. We must shine brightly together, Reiko.
Phoenix is not attacking yet. It's the time for a card will come. He's not yet our enemy.
Like you'll hear Phoenix do his bird cry, and you'll see like the cups and the china rattle. Like it's Gidyu still has his eyes closed. And he's put both hands flat on the kitchen table, to indicate that he's not doing anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying he's not doing anything. Calm down, and to give you uh, yeah, I imagine that I might as well say, because I thought from my change look that would be kind of visible and obvious, but yeah, I guess you found out now too.
He'll be like, "No, I don't know anything. All that I know is that it's not the first similar reaction I've had lately. I wanted to see whether it was a trend or not, but it seems that my worst fears have come alight."
What worst fears? Look, is it because of a new patron I have? This new persona of mine?
Mm. Your last patron is Minamoto no Torijiro, the, the head of the Guardians, and consequently the next emperor to be, should he live to that day. But you both know he won't. I do not know who your new patron is. All that I know is that they have an intense hatred towards myself and my master.
A hatred which I don't share. I don't see you as an enemy, Gideon.
And he'll just he'll just intake his breath and he'll be like, Reiko, do you know how personas work?
Yes, they are us, representations of us. Yes, but that doesn't mean yeah, she basically is trying to deny it, but is at a loss of words.
Mm. It may be exacerbated due to my heritage as an Oni. You did, well, from what I'm able to tell through, well, when I led you into the antique shop, I am able to sense things through the sense of touch. You've changed. I knew that, of course, but it's like you're an entirely different person. The makeup, like your DNA, it's all been changed. Everything has been revoked with the curse. But well, mm, I don't know why you decided to do what you did to Ebisu. You did so because you believed strongly in it. I'm not going to didn't I'm not going to say you didn't. That would be foolhardy, but still, like, I don't understand. Did you really feel like you were in a corner, that you had no other choice?
I would say that this was a choice I had, or rather, I remember. Now I don't know if I have proper words, but I thought rather the life I had, it was like showing that this is the only path in life that you may have, that you don't have choices, you have just what you get. And this, obviously this is not the only reason, but this showed me that I can still, in this life, in this culture, there's still you can still make a choice, that your will, my will, still matters. And even though if it's standing, going against the current, but obviously I didn't do it only because I wanted to make a point. That would be and I wouldn't be that foolish.
And he'll just kind of like, he hasn't opened his eyes since, and he'll be like, I truly had thought that during our conversations together that you loved being a part of the families, being having that strong heritage behind you. I got the feeling that you threw yourself into your duties, into your responsibility. I felt that ever since you felt confident and loved, I felt that you were truly radiant, as if, well, Amaratsu herself had you in her favor, that you were born to do great things. I didn't recognize or notice that, well, that you felt so trapped. And I'm sorry for not being able to offer you my guidance or counsel on that. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to, well, show you that even though you are on a path, that path has many different things on it, that you don't feel like you're trapped in a box, that you're in a room that has no windows or no doors, that you could have been the person that you wanted to be, even though our lifestyle, it demands that we pay respect to the land as we always have done.
The change has been sudden, some would say even rush. But perhaps the impressions that you got of me were correct. But it's like the way you look at life, the point of view. I only had one. When presented with another, my paradigm shift, and I saw what I didn't like, and I decided to confront it quickly and decidedly. And whatever you want to feel, Gideon, don't feel sorry for me. This is something that I don't want, neither I deserve. I don't deserve to be felt sorry for. You can feel anger, feel that maybe I betrayed you, whatever, but don't feel sorry for me.
Mm. He'll just kind of shake his head and he'll be like, if I was the kind of person to turn away from somebody who wanted to be around me, well, I believe my master would be quite displeased. Whoever your patron is, even if they view me as a threat, if they view me as a hassle, me and my master, it doesn't matter. The point is that I told you that I would be there for you. And even though now there are more obstacles than there were before, my word doesn't change. That's my eternal promise.
At his words, this is basically like, I don't have good word for that, but like she basically, like, this is like almost like choking but tears. I don't know, like she like basically puts her like hand to her mouth, like her eyes start glittering with tears.
Yeah, the term is choking up.
Yeah, choking up.
You basically said it without realizing it. Good work, buddy.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was...
Nah, you got it. You got it, man. Your English is top quality.
And considering this week, I wouldn't think I'm someone that deserves such a promise.
He'll just kind of smile and he'll be like, I think in some cases you're actually fortunate with the way that your contract broke. You're still the same person inside. You still have, well, you don't have that glow about you anymore. That glow was never really yours to begin with. It was something that was given to you, put upon you. But no, you have something else inside of you it's in a lot of pain, it's in hurt right now, but you're still a person that I have come to know and to appreciate. And even though now it'll be more difficult, I'm not going to abandon you. I'm sorry if that thought ever came to you due to my own actions. I'm still, after all, only an apprentice.
I mean, I know you mean those words, but I've seen that the change that occurred within me. I know that I witness how people react consciously or not in my presence due to my persona, and shit, I know what I'm trying to get at, but trying to think about it in character is tough.
Right. And while you're talking, like his eyes will just kind of jolt open, and he'll put his hand to his chest, and he'll be like, "Shit!" And he'll just kind of rumble around, and he'll pull out a very crumpled paper crane, and he'll let it fly off, and he'll just kind of start breathing heavily.
What the? Can I make a roll to figure out what the hell was that?
Yeah.
God damn, if that's because of me he got almost had a heart attack, I'm gonna feel even worse. Understanding... yeah, I think I have 6 with him. Video. Yeah, so +3. Yeah, what the hell was that?
It sounds like, I mean, the way that he reacted, it didn't seem like a new thing to him. Like this is something that happens regularly to him.
Okay,
and
so
that crumpled crane, it looks like it's not like a fresh new one he was given. He had it for a while, but it doesn't look super old.
Wait, is that Koharu's crane?
Yeah.
Okay. Kizu, is everything okay?
And he'll just kind of wrong? Like you can see visible sweat on his forehead, and like he'll just kind of look at his hands and they're trembling, and he'll put them back on the kitchen table to show that he's not being threatening, because he felt Phoenix go a bit, and he'll be like, "It's fine." I had the crane. You needn't worry about it. It is a part of my life.
Mm, Is that a is that a part that I don't know nobody can help with to is this something with your health? For a moment I thought I because of me and change I for a moment I thought I made not made you not forced you to have I was the reason for you having a heart attack. Of course I'm saying that much more worried in my
And
voice.
he'll just kind of be like, well, I wouldn't be going and taking the credit for everything now. And he'll just kind of be like, no, no. I've had these before I met you. Well, there's just a couple more now. But anyway, don't mind me. I'm sorry, I can't predict when it will happen. It's random.
Oh, okay. I mean, if I know that you truly mean your words, so the main thing I wanted to talk about with you is, I mean, that's a topic that we took care of. Um,
Mm.
how do we imagine we go from here? Or rather, I should. I mean, you know that you are said yourself about the obstacles on the road. Well, I talked with someone that's kinda involved in the shadier business deals, or rather, maybe shadier, like a freelancer that does a job that pays well. And
Giddy will just kind of smile and she'll be like, the one thing about you, Reiko, is that it's very easy to know what you're talking about. You're not very good at deception. I know you're talking about Chinzei. You don't need to hide her identity. I'm very much aware of her. She often comes for me for trinkets for her work.
yeah, well, I mean, she won't be coming after me or you. I hope, unless my bounty jumps up. But she did
He'll
mention that.
chuckle.
But she did mention that because of, well, my reputation right now and what happened is that somebody might be targeting me through people that are close to my heart or like associating with me. And I look at him, and of course you are the primary target. And the last thing I want is somebody else getting hurt because of me.
And he'll just kind of be like, you shouldn't worry about me. It's one of the many challenges I was taught how to manage. You shouldn't lose sleep over it.
I'm I might be a lot of emotional turmoil, but I mean what I said, that you are close to my heart still, even if this won't work. So in a relation, however you call it, if it's a friendship or something more, I I would worry about someone, because otherwise, and then like I just like trail off.
Mm. He'll just kind of pause for a bit and he'll be like, I don't. It's funny. I'm not going to. well, I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want you to, well, do something you'll regret. I'm used to dealing with demons, with powerful mythopoetics who want something from me or my master. This isn't something new to me, though admittedly, it's not something of a scale that I've had to deal with before. Honestly, you should, well, let me weather the storm. If you're able to find yourself, if you're able to do what you want to do, if you're able to live with the consequences that you've created for yourself, if you're able to forge a path that leaves you content and self fulfilled, then that's good enough for me.
You know, I understand I hear your words, but your promise that you won't walk away, I mean, I would fall even lower if I only felt like this is like one street way, that you make a promise to me that you won't walk away and I don't think of the same commitment. If possible, I will like, I don't know what life will bring to us and what might happen tomorrow or in a week, but if possible, if I will have a chance or no, I also don't and won't walk away. And you know, you can, one person can weather the storm, but two people, well, I don't know if they can hold the heavens together, but you know, Puck survives.
And he'll just kind of be like, well, I would be, well, I suppose my own selfishness came into part there. I just, well, I wanted to do the right thing. That's how I'm meant to be as an avatar of justice, but there is a part of me who feels very afraid of what I'll have to deal with now. I didn't want to get you involved, both as part of my duty and also because I don't want you to see me in a position of weakness. It, I very much discovered lately that I have an active ego, especially when it comes to looking that I'm more composed than I am.
Weakness for a promise for the contract I did and talk about having strength to carve a path and through that also improve the lives of others. If I ever made an impression that I detest weakness, it's not. Weaknesses, like people, we are humans, we are not perfect, and it's natural that we have our vices, weaknesses, and it's
And he'll just kind of laugh, like almost as if what you said was extremely funny, and he'll be like, "No, no, I, telling me something like that. It will appeal to my to my role, but for me as a well as a man, it really won't do, Reiko. Unless you want to flatten my ego, I would suggest you stop." And he'll kind of be smiling happily at that.
flatten or flatter.
Flatten his ego, basically telling him it's okay. You don't have to be manly and stoic. Yes.
And then like I like, you know, kind of force smile because of these emotions, but I try to be smiling okay. I mean, hey, I showing once more that I remember you once saying that you don't have experience with those things, male to female relations. Hey, I'm showing that I don't have either.
And he'll be say, I did believe I said that. I was very much willing to see how things would go as to whether we'd be in an actual relationship or not. And, well, I guess there's a part of me that believes that, well, if things are going to be difficult and a challenge, then just, well, holding back just seems like a fruitless endeavor, as if I'm purposely going through pain without a result. Maybe that was a bit insensitive.
Paying without result? I'm not familiar with that phrase, and I think this is a player.
Basically, he's saying, why would I go through shit if I'm not going to get anything out of it? No, you're
going to make Richard throw up! Look out! Here it comes!
Oh shit. Sorry.
I wasn't even joking about that.
I know. I'm not joking. Do you think my fucking terror at the fact was a joke, Richard? Are you fucking trying to marginalize me?
Oh. Alright. I can't tell.
By the
I think I need more drugs.
Yeah.
I mean...
By the way, Richard, since I know you have to go in 10 minutes...
No, I've got another half an hour.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going much longer. I just wanted to throw that joke back at him in regards to what he said, to what Gideon said.
Alright.
Because I think that we milked that scene for what it's worth.
Alright, so he'll just kind of be he'll be like, I'm sorry, that was an insensitive thing to say.
And I say, no, I learned I'm worth quite a much. Like 400 mark or something.
For the price I have to pay, that's nearly not enough. But I've had commissions that, they haven't been as intense as this. And they've paid a lot more. But no, you're not a transaction. But, right. And he'll just kind of be like, regardless of your patron's feelings towards me, you still wish to, despite the fact that you'll be opposed to me when it comes to the matter of the cards, it seems that the more that you lose yourself within the concept of who I am, and vice versa for me, the more that I become attached to you, it will be a harder thing for the both of us to keep on.
I mean, considering everything, this is something back in my mind, but for now I just don't want to think about it just yet. And I still hope that maybe it won't come to the worst. Maybe you'll convince.
And unless Phoenix will be like, you can always get him to work for us. He will be useful. We might not even have to take his card if he understands all that our patron is worth, if he gets rid of the attachment to his false master. There is still hope left, Reiko. You have such a great opportunity to change one of the avatars of the Arcana to work for us.
Hi. Yeah, Reiko sees that as well, as an alternative to fighting. So I see Mighty Phoenix. I will strive to do my best. I promise to carry the burden with Shin and collect the cards, and one way or the other, that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright, and Gidget will be like same about the kettle. I didn't really have much time to have tea, but oh well. I'll give you the night to decide, and well, if you wish to learn more about my circumstances, then come to my domain after the classes tomorrow. It's a Saturday, so it should be fairly early, and then I'll show you exactly what I mean.
Of course, I'll be there.
Right. Well, I suppose I can walk you home.
Thank you. Yeah, inwardly knowing that he feels that he probably has this physical strain of like being in my presence, but he manages it well. He's a man.
Also, he ran out of his paper crane. Probably needs another one soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he knows where to go.
All right.
Yep.
Did Carl ever give one to Raph?
I mean, if he used...
Yes,
Probably.
a couple times.
Yes, so yeah, probably. That was like
Okay.
last session, so you probably have it still, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's see how the Ryu scene will go, and if it extends too much, I can probably just finish it another time.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have as much of a curfew as Witcher does, but I do have. So.
Right. Yeah, because it's next week. You can't make it. Wait.
Or the week after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next 2 games, I'm not going to be here.
Will you be like online at all during the week?
I mean, theoretically I could be, but it kind of is a dick move that somebody else is playing on.
Yeah,
playing
that's...
I mean, because
Yeah.
I'm going to be crashing at their place, so it's just not an issue, you know what I mean? Like, if I was doing something else, but I'm hanging out with friends.
Alright. Alright, so I guess what we'll do then is figure it out later.
Exactly. Postpone it for tomorrow.
Alright, so let's do the Ryu stuff. So he's in the gym, right? Doing his kendo. Alright.
Since everything happened, and I don't think the kendo class happened or the kendo club.
No,